Hello, my name is Tolg. I exist, therefore I think I am. Not sure yet. So I have a rant. There is a happenstance where a lot of these positions in life that grant someone honor, a sense of pride, like being a police officer or being a nurse or being a doctor, or a counselor or a therapist. A lot of these positions are taken by people that need that sense of pride. And simultaneously, I think the work and effort put into these jobs and the amount of either lack of money or the extent of money provided in these jobs pushes people to take pride in it even more so, either because there's a surplus of money or because there's a lack of money, but the amount that it begs from you makes people think that the honor is in the job itself. However, these positions that I just listed are all public servants. These are all jobs that are meant to serve the public specifically. So the honor wasn't necessarily supposed to be in the amount of work you were doing or in the pay you get for the amount of work you were doing. The honor was supposed to be in the fact that you are so goodly a person, nearly saint level, because you're doing it for the public. And I think that's where a lot of people got misled in the US, in their own thinking. People went for these jobs for status, and they forgot that the status only existed because of predecessors that put it into motion, that they existed for other people. So now people are granted the status, and public still operates as though the status exists solely for the fucking name of the position, rather than the person that is supposed to be doing this work for everybody else's sake. So the nurse or the doctor, they're supposed to only be honorable and reputable if what they're doing accumulates to that. If they have a track record of actually healing people, rather than being backed by big pharma and pushing the medicine that pays their bills. So the reason we have an opiate crisis in the US, that's not China's fucking fault. We're prescribing that en masse because, sorry for the way I just said that, I found it weird, because it is a hell of a lot easier to prescribe opiate than to honestly treat someone for their symptoms. Then you have a repeat customer because they're addicted to the opiate. The US has lost its sense of honor, and that's on the public. Then you have people going to the doctor, and you have people calling the police and trusting these positions to be the honorable, reputable position it was supposed to be, in that it was a public servant, and giving them that respect without them proving that they deserve it. Here in Omaha, I don't hear a lot of people talking about it, but something like 240 officers were fired within a year because it was found that they were participating in illegalities. They worked for how long, being police officers, to get to a position where they could run traps. Sorry for anybody that might not know that terminology. A trap is a trap house, where people push drugs out of. And the people that were profiting most from that was the police department, which is why, again, now those people are fired. But the fact that people got to the position in the first place and then decided that they were going to use that honor to do that lost the meaning of being a public servant. Having your medical doctors, and it's rife within the medical industry. You get taxed. There are certain people that expect to have to pay to be able to hold their baby for the first time after giving birth. The hospital decides that your placenta is their property after you give birth. We have trusted these industries without them earning it. They were supposed to be public servants. What have they done to earn that?